Hello, Dreamer Squad. Oh, hello, Light. Pardon me while I adjust that. Hey, guys. How is everybody doing? The live video looks so different on the computer now. So I usually go on my cell phone. Now it just looks different. So I was making sure I was live. Hi, Pam. Hi, Amy. Thank you guys for hopping on. Thank you, Molly, for having me and for also blessing my group with her awesome knowledge and wisdom. I just love Molly's drive and her mindset, and I just adore her. So you guys are lucky to have a leader like Molly to look up to. She's phenomenal. I'm sure you guys already know that. And so tell me a little bit more about this group. So when I got into this group, it looks like you have to be bonus qualified to get into this group. Do you have to be in the circle of excellence to get into this group? Molly didn't really tell me. This is more than just a team group. This is like a group of rock stars, right? Can you guys tell me in the comments? Because I want to make sure I'm talking to you guys on your level. So if you guys are rock stars, we're going to talk about some stuff that you already know, and then hopefully some things that will help you. So just to kind of catch you up on where I'm at with this training, last Tuesday I hosted the Tuesday training for Color Street on flipping your hostess and really turning your hostess into a recruit, and it starts with your mindset. And so if you have not watched that training, Molly or myself will put, we can put the link to the recording in here, right, Molly? And I'll touch on it a little bit, but I highly suggest that you watch that so that you get the full picture of the flipping mindset. Okay, so this is kind of a 2.0 to the training that I did on the Tuesday training. I'm going to go a little bit further into some of those conversations and how those conversations might feel and what you might say in different situations. Okay, so first of all, what is flipping? Flipping is simply offering more and offering the most that this opportunity can provide for them. You did not just shoot me in the neck with a Nerf bullet. Get out of here and close the door. Get lost.
Too easy to get ya.
Really? You guys thought my toddler was my only... Oh my gosh. Get out of my office.
Too easy to get.
Guys, I was late because of the toddler. Now I've got the 6-year-old shooting me with Nerf guns. Let me show you guys what I'm working with before I get started. Hey, Molly. I have this barn door here. On the other side is the playroom. He peeks open the barn door, and out of the corner of my eye, I see the orange barrel of a Nerf gun coming right at me, and then pop! Sure enough, he just shot me right in the neck. Clearly he knows that I'm busy, butthead. Okay. Anyway, sorry about that. Such is life. This is the beauty of this business, you guys. Like, we can have our kids around us, but still be super productive. We give each other grace. That's what I love the most about this business and this company. Yes, Molly, I know. I'm like, I haven't cut it. I had the quarantine hair going on, and then I decided to leave it long when I got my highlight. You have 3 under 3. Amy, I did as well. I had 3 under 3. My first 3 are bam, bam, bam. They're all like a year apart. And I got all 3 of them at the same time because we actually were foster parents and we adopted those 3. So we had at one point, we had 6 kids that were 6 and under because we had another sibling group. It was nuts. So yeah, I feel you, sister. Okay, so listen. What is flipping? Flipping is simply offering more and offering the most, okay? So by that I mean I would try to flip a sale to a party, okay? For example, oh my gosh, you want these adorable stars? I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you the set on me if you host a party with me. I'll also package it up with some catalogs and some sample cards. It'll be super easy and fun because you love this. You're going to want to share it with your friends. So why not just earn some by having a Facebook party with me? And she's going to say, yeah, sure, because I'm offering her something for free. And in exchange, I'm giving her that initial investment. In exchange, she's going to invest in a better party for me because I have been kind, I've been generous, I've given her something. And so now in return, she's going to do what I ask her to do as I coach her as a hostess in order to make her party successful. So that's the idea here. So you take what they want and you just offer more in exchange for a party. So I have a challenge. I did a challenge at the end of the Tuesday training. I have a challenge going with my team right now, and they are flipping 5 sales to parties. So if somebody's going to buy 1 set, or say they're getting a buy 3, get 1 free, you can say, you know what, I'll throw in 1 more if you have a party. So just either offering the 1 for free or offering an additional 1 for free in exchange for a party. So they've been challenged to flip 5 sales to parties, and then they've been challenged to flip 5 prizes to parties. So let me tell you how I flip my prizes. So in my parties, I play a booking game, and I'm sure you guys have heard of the booking games, right? If not, put it in the comments. I'll tell you really quick what it is. I love me some Coke Zero, but I have to sip it real slow. So booking game is you pick a flower or a sticker or whatever, and whatever is revealed is what you get, okay? Some people get prizes, some people get half off sets, some people get accent nails. Some people will win a free set with a party booking. That's how I do my booking games, okay? So nobody gets anything, nobody gets a full set unless they're hosting a party, okay? Then if they win like a half price set, it's going to be a set from my inventory that I have on hand. But when I have that conversation with her to get her address, I'm going to say, hey, Molly, congrats. I can't believe you got this gorgeous set for only like $5. Like, that's so crazy. I'll tell you what, instead of giving me the $5, I will just give it to you for free if you want to host a party. Okay, so you're going to flip that half price set to a party. Hey, Tina, you got accent nails. Congratulations. These are so much fun because you can mix and match your manis without having to open a bunch of sets. So I'm going to actually pick out some accent nails for you, but I'll tell you what. I have this set of Star for the Course. It's really popular right now. I would love to upgrade your prize and give you a full free set if you want to book a party. So we're upgrading whatever prize they won and offering another full set if they want to have a party. So we're going to flip the prizes, we're going to flip the sales, and then when it comes to the party, we're going to flip the hostess to a stylist, okay? So that is kind of like the general consensus of how I flip. So just offering more, okay? You like the product, so let me give you more. What in return can you give me? More referrals. A $12 sale is not as valuable as a $150 party, right? So that is, I'm giving you this gift. If you want to give me more referrals, then that's going to be great for both of us. So let's work together, okay? It's a partnership. It's great. I mean, how can they say no to that? They're already going to tell their friends about how amazing it is, right? So we might as well reward them and we might as well make it a thing, all right? All right. What's great about flipping the prizes is that you're getting more bookings from people in the party who may not have even shopped the party. So the people who play this booking game, there's no purchase necessary. They just want a half price set or they just want accent nails, and maybe they don't have money to shop, or maybe they just don't think the product is really the bee's knees like we say it is. When we say, hey, I'm going to give you a set if you want to have a party just like your friend did. And she says, oh, okay, I'll take a freebie, shoot. Now she's going to actually try a set, whereas before she may not have even tried it because she is just trying to get something for free. When she tries it, she's going to be hooked. We know this. It's magic, right? So get it in their hands and get as many bookings from the guests at the party as possible. So that is how we're going to like book, okay? Now, when you have these conversations, when it comes time to recruiting your hostess, There are certain things that I try to keep in mind that have contributed to my success of getting them to say yes, okay? First of all, your intentions have got to show through. And sometimes with this, you've got to take it back to the drawing board. Are you a dependable person? Are you an honest person? Are you a genuine person? How are you perceived? I'm going to say something, and I don't want anybody to take this negatively because it does not mean that you are this way. But this is what I'm going to ask you to ask yourself. How many products have I sold in the past on social media? Okay. Not a bad thing. It is not a bad thing. But what I want you to consider is, am I going to be perceived as someone who's just trying to sell something? Okay. The best way to confront this is to be honest with people, to be completely honest and say, hey girl, when you send these messages, just say, hey, listen, remember me? I had a book party. I love, the children's books. It's still such a big passion of mine. However, I have found something that I am on fire about, and it's for me. And it makes me happy, and it saves me time, and it brings me joy, and it brings me more money than I expected. So just, I am so transparent. Lead with what's weird, lead with the awkward, lead with the objections, and we're going to get into that in a minute too. So if you go to your messenger and the last message you sent to that lady is, hey, do you want to buy some kids books? Talk about the kids books. Say, hey, I know I sent you some messages about the kids books, still love them. And then move on to why Color Street is amazing, So don't just pretend like that stuff didn't exist or pretend it's in the past. I mean, just own it, just own it. Okay, so sometimes you've got to have conversations, make relationships and stuff so that people know that you're a real person. Deep down, you are a real person, right? You're not a salesperson. You're just sharing something that you love, okay? Voice memos, okay? Molly can tell you when you are talking to these people about their prizes, when you're talking to hostesses, use the voice memo. Pick up the phone and just give them a call and say, hey, do you have 5 minutes? I can kind of go over how this party's going to work with you. And just talk to them. Talk to them. The human conversation has gotten so lost in the technological world that hearing your voice and hearing your intentions is so valuable to people. So that is that's going to be a really, and if you can do like a quick video too, like just pop on a video and talk to them. Like, hey, Angie, I'm at the baseball game with my kiddo, or I'm getting your party set up. Like, just be completely transparent about where you're working, when you're working, because that's all recruiting seeds. If she's thinking, there's no way I could do this because my kids are playing baseball right now, and we've got practices 2 nights a week, and we've got games 1 night a week, and you send her a voice memo or a video saying, hey, I'm working my biz from the ball field, she's going to think, oh, wow, she can do that. I can do it. Okay, so just be completely transparent. You have to give them some compliments. Tell them why they would be good at it. Tell them, what do you see in them? So you've got to do that. I love Amy. I'm 100% awkward. You've got to lead with that. You have to say, look, I know it's weird. I usually don't ask people this, but I think that you would be amazing at this because, you say, it's hard for me to talk to you about this because I don't like having these conversations. However, I feel compelled to share this because you're awesome. And she'll see that. She'll see the transparency. She'll see like your humanness, and she'll love that. She'll say, wow, I can relate because I totally don't want to have these conversations with people either. That's why I don't want to be a salesperson. That's what I want to, I don't want to sell anything. People don't want to sell stuff. Like they just think it's yucky. So if you have this approach that you're not, that you're just sharing, you're like, hey, here it is on the table, take it or leave it, no big deal. However, I really think you should do it, okay? They need to hear that. You don't know how many times people have needed to hear something that they've never heard before. That they're awesome, that they're funny, that they're talented, that they're like super cute and like fashionable and like whatever. You've got to tell people what you see in them, that they're kind, that they're honest, people want to hear that. And then the other point when you're having these conversations is, and this is probably the biggest thing that helps me with any conversation when it comes to business, is I put on the consumer hat. So I take off my business owner hat. I take off my hat of, oh my gosh, I got to hit the circle of excellence. I've got this goal I've got to hit. I need this so bad. Like, take that hat right off and put on the consumer hat, because I can tell you what works for me as a consumer and what doesn't work for me and what I can see right through. And if somebody is talking to me about like that they are trying to grow their team, or they need this, or they're close to their goal or whatever, I'm like, good for you. Like, I will tell you that I am more likely to shop from or buy from people who are transparent about their goals and that are pushing for things and working their business. Like, I have several friends that will sell the same thing, but if I feel that some people are just not really into it, or they're kind of dormant, but then I see another person that's telling me like, I'm so close, I only need to sell 5 more of these. I do, if I want to shop, I do go to that person. So you definitely want to make sure that you are appearing to be open for business, and that you are, that your business is important to you. You want that to be visible. But whenever you're having these intimate conversations with people, you want it to be about them. Okay. So what works for you as a consumer? I can tell you what didn't work for me. So in the past, I got a lot of offers to sell direct sales things. Okay. In the past, a lot of things I saw through because I had to commit to, or there was like minimums that I knew I couldn't afford every month if I couldn't sell it. There was also a lot of like subscriptions that people would have to buy into, and I wasn't in the business of getting people to sign up for another bill to pay because I was broke. So I don't like, if I want to buy something and try it, great, but don't make me sign up for a 3-month program to try your product. Forget it, Sally. Not happening. So I can see all the things that don't work for me or that turn me off as a consumer. And then the things that I love, personal notes, personal texts, when someone tags me in something, when they think of me, those are the kind of things that like make me want to shop with this person. Like, I have one girl that like sells LuLaRoe still, bless her heart. And she is amazing because she sees something and she knows I like flowers. She'll tag me in it. It doesn't have to be LuLaRoe. It can be anything. She'll tag me in it. Or this or that or whatever. But like, I just know her from that. So I'm going to always go to her. Like, she's my girl because she has made it personal for me. So I try to think about what works for me as a consumer and what I like to see, what I like to hear. And the number one thing that got me to say yes to this business is that there's no risk. So a phrase that I like to say when I'm talking to people is just try it. It's risk-free. Give it a few weeks, see how you feel, try it out. There's nothing to lose. You know, the whole commitment-free thing is very attractive to some people who want to just test the waters. And I mean, trust me, when they start testing the waters, they're going to keep going. Like, they're going to keep swimming, right? So just get them in, get them to test the waters. That works for me. The other thing is, the reason why I'm so passionate about this system and how it works is because I was a hostess flip. So I was a hard no. I think I said no. My enroller was Shanna Castillo. I said no to her probably 4 times. I hosted a party, loved the product. I even did a live demo of Tokyo Lights. This was like, I called it Tokyo Drift. She still has the video, by the way. She haunts me with it. And I did a video, an application video for her and everything. So she was not going to let me go. She's like, oh, this girl is going to join my team. Like, I'm telling you. And I was not going to. I didn't have the money for the kit. I had to borrow the money for the kit. I literally did not have $150. Like, I did not. And I said no so many times. And then finally I told her, like, I don't have the money, you know, and I had to come up with it. But she believed in me. She told me all the reasons why I had, like, now is the best time to do it. She invoiced my customers for me so that she held the sales for me so that they could go under me and I could get the commission for that. And she believed in me most of all. So eventually I said yes, and it was the best decision of my life, obviously, but this is why I know this works, because it happens for me time and time and time again. People just need time. So the first no is just a call for more information, okay? Don't let that door slam on your face when you hear no. It does not mean no. And I know what you're thinking right now. You're like, wow, that makes me feel very, very uncomfortable. I don't like pushing people. I don't want to be a pushy person. And let me tell you right now, if you ask more than once or you try to help them see through their objections, you are not a pushy person. I'm going to say that again and say it with me. Repeat it in the comments. If you have in your mind right now that you don't want to be a pushy person, you don't have it in your DNA to be a pushy person, and you won't be. So say it right now. I am not a pushy person. Yuck. You're not, okay? You're telling them that there's more information to be had. No. Okay, why no? You don't have time. No, you don't have money. Okay, why? No, you don't really believe it's going to work. No, you're afraid you're going to suck at it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk through it. Let's give her some more examples of like how she can make her money back like that fast. We get paid every week. Have your party on a Monday. You'll get your first direct deposit on a Thursday. I mean, what kind of like risk is that? That's like a 3-day risk, you know? So just have to talk her through it and talk her off the ledge, and it works. Thank you. Thank you. I am not a pushy person. That's yuck. You're not. So it does take more than one no to be a final no. And also wait until the day of the party. Give her updates and say, look, your party's at this much. Oh my gosh, all these people are loving it. You have such great friends, so much interaction. Oh my gosh, we already have 4 parties booked off your party. You would have a full calendar this month for your like launch +4. Look at this. You're set up for success. Oh my gosh, your party just hit $300. You would already BBQ. You would already get $75 back on your kit. You would already, all the things, like you just talk her through and say, are you sure? Look at this. And then lastly, okay. Sorry, I had to check my note, make sure that was really lastly. I'm going to pull Pastor Eric, my pastor at home. He always says, and lastly, and then he says it like 3 times and he's like, just kidding. I just wanted you to think that it was almost over, but it's not. Okay. How can you be a confident flipper? Be a confident flipper by keeping your abundance mindset in check. So I just talked about handing away PV. All right. Did that scare you a little bit, or are you guys used to that? Are you guys like, oh, we do this all the time. That's great, right? Always have a next party so that you've got no worries about your own PV goals, okay? If you have a full calendar, you're in an abundance mindset. There's always a next one coming. There's always another one coming. There's always another one coming. So if you give one away, it's okay. That $300 party is not like, oh my gosh, now I'm not going to BQ this month because I just gave Sally the commission for her party. And oh my gosh, like how am I going to do it? Like, forget that, you guys. Like you have got to have an abundance mindset. And this is the quote that I had in that Tuesday training. Giving is the secret to abundance. Giving. So this star for the course, $11. What did it cost you? Like $7.25? Give it away. Give it away and trust that she's going to have a party that's going to bring you back $300 more. You've got to trust that there's more. Unlocking the willingness to give in order to receive. You have to trust that there'll be more. If your hands are closed tightly like this and you're like, if I give her this party, I'm screwed. I'm not going to hit COE. I need that $300. You cannot receive if your hands are like this. You've got to give it away. Give it away and just trust that more is going to come. Okay, so how are you going to be a confident flipper? You got to keep your abundance mindset in check. And you also have to remember that you are not a pushy person if you ask more than once. Okay? Okay. So I'm at 25 minutes. I would like to answer any questions that you guys have. If you want to type them in the comments, you can. I'll give it a few minutes. But if you want any specifics, or if you want to share how any of this, if you are already doing some of this, if these are some things that you do keep in mind already, if there's anything that you want to share or add, just put it in the comments. And then, like I said, Molly or I, we can grab that Tuesday training link and share it in here. However, you guys know where to find those. This is the advanced group, right? This is the Rockstar group. So you go into your app, go to resources, training center, and it's called flipping your mindset and recruiting your hostess, I think is what it's called. Okay. Well, if you guys don't have any other questions, I'm going to go mend my Nerf wound. Molly, thank you again for having me. I cannot wait to see your face in Team Glittering Grace next month. And I wish you all the best end of month. Hopefully celebrating lots of promotions and records. And Molly, I love you, sister. I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.